Here we are again. Wait. Hi, everybody. A little different look. And yes, that is Dave Butler joining me. We are getting ready for our Wednesday Netcast live stream. We will be with you in just 1 minute. And as we always say, we are certainly in this together, and there will be mention of why the hat and why the glasses and what the whole purpose of today is that we will be talking about ease and grace. But we are Dave and Laura Butler of WorkLife Consulting. Thank you for joining us. And if you're listening on the replay, please leave a comment that says replay and what is inspiring you today. But so what we do is we offer customized online coaching programs that help individuals, teams, and leaders achieve greater fulfillment in their lives. Our services are customized, tailored to fit your unique needs, whether it be for individual coaching, virtual workshops, and keynote content. Ease and grace.
I'm ease and you're grace.
So I think the picture, when we think of ease and grace, we think of what makes us chill, what makes us kind of chillax, as we called it. So we have in Columbus, Ohio, the most picture perfect, spectacular day. Beautiful. It's the day that allows you to celebrate ease and grace. And so we do a lot of our work outside in our backyard, which has basically a bird sanctuary.
Yes, sir.
And so what inspired you? What around ease and grace brought in the hat for today?
Because, I was thinking to myself today, what does it look like? What does ease and grace look like? We've talked a lot about how to do it, but I think a lot of it has to do with our image in our head. Sometimes we're so dedicated to working so hard we don't look around us. So something about putting that hat on is time to step back, lay back in the chair, take a long view, look out over the horizon, look at the sky, try and remember, that life is still something we can enjoy, especially coming out of this COVID, last year and a half. I just feel like I want to put the hat on and run down the street saying, "Hello, son."
Yeah, well, it's like a breakaway, but the what has us spinning in circles can certainly lead to stress running the show, as opposed to we can put on our hat and shades and we can be the drivers of all of this. But so what we've done is for our weekly tips, we do an email every week and on topics that are relevant, topics we hear from others that seem to push their stress buttons. And certainly this ease and grace was one that has inspired some conversation. So we've heard from others how helpful it's been for them. Thank you for sharing this to help others during these times of uncertainty. So we have 5 tips that we think are very key to managing and chillaxing through this ease and grace mindset. One of them is, what can you let go of
today?
Absolutely.
Just one thing. Just choose one thing you can let go of. What's one thing that you could let go of today, Laura?
Getting it all done. Doing within a mindful, non-stressful way. Making a strategy for getting things done as opposed to pulling the trigger all day long.
Yeah. Is there one thing that you could let go of?
I don't know off the top of my head. What do you think? What's yours?
I think mine is having to make sure that all of the calendar is all filled up. I work really hard at trying to get appointments and get everybody scheduled and find everybody. I'm letting go of the schedule today. Whatever happens, happens.
Well, that's a good one. But this next one is my favorite. Looking at self-care. And this is something that of late I've been extremely focused on.
Mhm.
because I think self-care affects everything else in my work and life. So
Mhm.
what does that mean? I'm managing my sleep better. I'm eating very well. Going through a light detox right now to try to get myself back on some sort of a healthier track, because habits can slip away. I usually do that, but sometimes I'm not as good. And also, taking regular, go visit people that can help me, like a particular therapist, a physical therapist who's helping with a back issue. So getting people on board who can really be helpful in terms of their support for our
Yeah.
self care. How
Yeah.
about you?
I'm working on sleep. I wake up usually in first thing in the morning, 5:30, 6 o'clock. This morning I actually laid back down and slept for another hour and a half. Makes a big difference, boy. Just not being tired or exhausted. It really does a lot for your overall mental well-being, I think.
It's the main driver, I
Mhm.
think. And we just, I remember when the kids were young, I just sort of brush it off. Yeah, I'll get there. I'll sleep someday.
So it's okay with you if I take a nap every day, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to remind everybody we're Dave and Laura Butler. We're talking about ease and grace of overall managing us in our work and life days.
Mhm.
And please leave a comment about what your habit seems to be for managing your own self care or other topics we're talking about. If you're listening to the recording, happy to have you join us there and just leave a comment and mention replay. And who are you thankful for? I love this because it doesn't say what. Usually we get into these mindsets or these discussions and what are you thankful for? Who are you thankful for? And to be totally corny, I'm thankful for you.
Uh,
But it's true. You forget, you just assume that the people in your life who mean the most, get it. Yeah, they know.
yeah.
But you do have to recognize these important people and tell them
Mhm.
why and how um, they're important to you. How about you?
Well, you already stole mine. I was going to say you, but if I had to choose one person, I'd have to say it was one of my clients. His name is Tom. I love talking to him. He's very supportive. He's always been willing to try on some of my crazy ideas. And, he's a client that I've been for over 25 years. And, I think we've grown together as a client and as a coach. Sometimes I can't tell who's coaching who.
Absolutely. And I'm putting a scroll on the bottom here. If you'd like to schedule a time to meet with us, this is complimentary, a discovery call about any topic for you, any topic that's impacting you right now, or just to kind of get an idea of what does ease and grace look like for you, whatever the topic may be. Please give us a look at the link, and we'd love to schedule a time.
Give it give it a test drive.
Yes. And these are the thankful for are people that have made an impact on our lives. And, quite often it goes by without recognition. And to just take a moment and thank them is extremely valuable and viable. Um, what's your favorite part of being you?
That's a good one. Isn't it?
We could have some quiet space here for this one.
Yeah, yeah. You hear a pin drop. Well, the favorite part of me being me is I think that I have a creative, funny side. So hence the straw hat. I mean, just little things I like to do during the day that spark a little bit of humor. I think it's so important to be able to have that humor and be able to look at things in a different way. Just to give you a different perspective on the day. And I think I have that. I do that pretty well, I think.
Yeah, you do. You throw a funny wrench into the system. And mine, I think, is I really care. I really care about who I work with, the people I interact with, my family.
That's
Uh,
true.
it means a lot to me to feel that connection. And I think that's one of my favorite pieces of myself, along with, you took it already, my sense of humor.
Yeah. Well, you're a very good friend. I see you spend a lot of time on the phone with your friends.
Yeah. Well, when needed, I'm there. So I think that's extremely important. And then here's a fun one. What's your happy place, or where is your happy place? And I think, when I think of a happy place for me, it's our favorite beach in Rhode Island.
Mm.
It's Watch Hill, Rhode Island, which is, watching the sun come up on that beach is a memory that you can't erase.
Yeah.
And, to kind of have that memory as almost a meditative reminder,
Yeah.
is extremely important. So I keep pretending I'm there.
Mine is our backyard. I said that to you this morning. I think we were sitting out there for a little while. I just love sitting out there. Some of the most stressful times, if I just go out there and sit down and look at the birds, the flowers, and the pond, and the water feature, and there's so many nice little things. Not to mention the hot tub. That's calling me right now.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we have a growth coach group who's on, and I love this, bringing the what they say here: nutrition, exercise, and friendly engagement. I love that. And this is somebody who knows us pretty well. He says,
absolutely,
Dave can cook. So that is absolutely, valuable, and certainly appreciated by anybody who's come to visit us. So thank you for that. So it's anything else you would add to our happy place, or anything that you want to say to wrap up our session for today?
I think what I want to wrap up with is, I think sometimes we can just get too everything seems so serious. I'm guilty of it. It's like everything takes on a level of intensity that it's just not necessary. Look at how many things you've been through in your life, and you look back on it and you say, it was no big deal. At the time, it was a huge deal. When we look back on it, we realize that it really didn't make that much of a difference. I'm sure that there's a whole lot of stuff that really makes a difference. So if we can learn to take things with a little bit more of a grain of salt, if we can take a little bit of, bring a little ease to it, maybe the grace will find us.
Well, it's interesting you mentioned that, because driving home from this physical therapy appointment, I saw this accident happen where somebody wasn't paying attention, pulled in front of somebody coming the other way, and smash. Nobody was hurt. It was a, kind of a little, level up, a fender bender. But stuff like that can happen in a moment without easing into where we're going next. It says go, rush, do. And if we don't step back and, kind of smell whatever your choice is, roses or coffee, we're off to the races in some place that we don't want to be.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody, whether it's current today, for joining us. Please let us know if you have any interest in any other topics. Dave has put back his...
Come join me in the backyard anytime you want.
We'd be happy to do a live out there for sure. But we're happy you're joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next week, and whenever you can join us again for some ongoing ease and grace. You know what? I don't want to end the broadcast yet. I want to play.
We're having too much fun.
Yeah, I want to play our music. There we go. It's